Hey, how are you doing, everybody? It's Sunday, so I'm doing my Sunday meal prep. Nothing really new or special. Just thought I'd pop on and see how everybody's doing. So right now, I just started browning some ground beef. So I just keep it on a low temperature because I'm doing a couple of other things at the same time. I'm making a nice freezer meal chili, which you've seen me do before. So basically, I have taken a stainless steel bowl. I have a cloth in between the bowl and my plastic bag so it won't stick to it. And I have a disposable crock pot liner. So in here, I'm going to put all my chili ingredients. I'm going to tie it up. I'm going to freeze it in the bowl. This bowl is just slightly smaller than my crock pot. So I know this frozen ball will fit in my crock pot sometime later this week. So I'll be able to stick that in the crock pot in the morning and have that nice smell of chili cooking all day long, which is always nice. I could fix it all now and put it in little containers, but I'd rather just do it later. I've got some burgers that I just took out of the freezer. I'm going to cook them and I can make a quick burger bowl later in the week. And for dinner tonight, I'm making chicken wings. Also on the grill. Hey, it's grilling weather. It's so nice outside. So I'm going to grill up some wings and I'm going to make extra. So I have enough for another meal and a lunch probably. So plenty of that, while you've got the grill going, you might as well cook plenty. That's kind of my motto when it comes to that. So I'm just fixing the rest of my chili ingredients now. So just pop this onion in half. I'm just gonna cut the stem end and leave the root on because that'll hold it together. Because hey, cutting ourselves is just not in the game plan, right? Who wants to go to the emergency room on a nice sunny Sunday? I don't know where you're at, but it's just beautiful here. So I can't ask for better. What's everybody cooking this week? I'm traveling the week after, and that's one of my reasons for the chili. So I have a couple of ready meals when I get back, so I won't have to be stressed about meal prep for the week after I get back. So it's always nice to cook ahead. One thing, I cook chili and eat chili year round because it's one of those meals, I call it freezer diving, because I'll freeze individual portions of chili, and when I think I don't have anything to eat or I'm not in the mood for what I planned, I can jump in and I'll always eat chili. It just tastes good to me. And I usually serve it with some avocado and some cilantro on top. Now another thing you can do, have you ever had sweet potato chili? I may just do that this time, where you add some cubed sweet potato to it. Super good. It's really filling. If you've had a tough workout, it's a great recovery meal. So you can think about that if you have any. And I've done it also with some butternut squash. You want to add that last though, because you don't really want it to get too mushy. So just keep that in mind. All right, onions are ready. And the beef just kind of keeps cooking here. And it need to brown the beef. I just want to kind of cook it until it's no longer pink. No need to kill it, right? So everything that goes in this chili goes in this bowl. And that's really all it said. Now here's why I like a freezer meal. It's not just chili. I do bolognese sauce, I do curries, I do all kinds of things. But have you ever noticed, particularly things with tomato for some reason, like chili, tomato sauce, but also your curries, how much better it tastes the second day after you make it? It's like all the flavors have just had a chance to kind of get happy. So what I like about a freezer meal is I kind of get that second day taste the first day I eat it, because all these ingredients for my chili, which are, peppers, onions, garlic, and the meat, of course, and then all the seasonings, they're just going to sit there and have fun for a couple of days. And then when I go to put this in the crock pot, maybe Thursday, all the flavors are already blended. So it's like super cool to have it taste so good. Look at this pepper. It's not sure whether it's an orange, yellow, or a green. You know what? It doesn't matter in chili. That's the good thing. Don't be afraid to throw leftovers in chili. You can add some spinach or kale to give yourself some more veggie, and it kind of blends in if you're not a big fan. I am, but you know, if you're not a big fan of those vegetables, you can throw them in the chili to really give yourself some more. Now, I don't put beans in my chili typically because I eat a pretty close to a paleo diet, which wouldn't really include legumes. But not to say I have anything against them. So if you want to add beans to this chili recipe, I've got 2 pounds of beef. And so you can see 2 pretty large peppers, a whole onion. I would add 1 15-ounce can of beans, and that's going to give you about the right proportion. And it'll give you some extra carbs and some added protein as well. But I don't do beans in my chili. But you can put them in yours, and you can even get a little crazy here and add about a tablespoon of very finely ground coffee or chocolate. You know, kind of take off on a mole flavors. So don't be afraid to try new things. That's the fun part about chili, because all these flavors just cook slow and low and come out really good. So that's what I'm really getting ready today. So for the wings, I usually bake them in the oven, and they come out delicious, and they come out almost like they're fried. So check out my recipe. But tonight, since the weather's so nice, I'm gonna go ahead and grill the chicken wings. Just because it's great grilling weather, so why not celebrate that? I think it's just grilling time, and it just was in the mood. So instead of doing them in the oven for that crispy, I'm going to do them on the grill. And chicken wings on the grill are kind of funny. It's the opposite of other chicken or meat, right? You normally want to spread it out on the grill so that everything kind of browns nicely and cooks fine. But chicken wings take a while to cook, and you don't want to dry them out at the same time. So I'm actually going to put them in a grill pan and crowd them on purpose on the grill so that they stay nice and moist. I haven't decided kind of what to do sauce-wise for those. Maybe just dip in some barbecue sauce that I've made that has no sugar but tastes really good. Or, I don't know. I have Dump Ranch, which I love. We'll see. Maybe I'll spice them up hot. I don't know. But I seem to have a lot of versions of chicken wings because I like them so much. All right, I've got all these ingredients, and the beef is just about ready. I just break it up every once in a while so it isn't one big clump. I've actually seen recipes where people will put the raw meat in the freezer and blend all this up and cook it that way. And I did it once. It does work, but it's just, I don't know. I like it better when the meat has been cooked in advance on a chili. I'm low on chili powder, which is fine. I can just put my own ingredients. Sorry guys about the no measuring, but if you absolutely want measurements, I would say about 2 tablespoons of chili powder in this size. But you know, how do you say that? It could be hot chili powder, it could be medium chili powder. So I hate giving you proportions when it comes to that. A little bit of paprika is nice, and I love cumin. It really gives you that south of the border flavor. So we'll go with plenty of cumin. Seems like everything needs to be refilled today. Okay, I like a little oregano in mine, so I'll put a couple of pinches of oregano. I got this at the farmer's market, and it's really nice. Put it in a different jar, nobody will know. And let's get some garlic in there. I don't think I would want chili without garlic, right? I mean, it just kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Okay. The meat's about done. And I'm not even draining the meat. It's lean, you know, grass-fed ground beef. You know, the little bit of fat in the pan is fine to throw into the chili. But if you have some fattier meat and you want to drain out the extra fat, it can be a good idea. Just give these a quick mash to get the peel off the garlic. Comes right off when you do that, right? All right. You know, the same thing with garlic. You can go heavy or light on that. I've got 3 whole garlic cloves, which should be about right. The other thing I'm going to add is fresh jalapeno. And it's homegrown, so I'm excited about that. I have them growing in a hydroponic garden. I don't know if you've seen my hydroponic garden, but it's like the coolest thing ever. I've really been enjoying it. It's just fun to literally walk over, pick a jalapeno, and put it in some pico de gallo or in my chili or whatever I'm making. It's just cool. All right. I'm going to turn off this pan. Last thing, crushed tomatoes. I like the crushed. It's perfect, you know. It's thick, but it works like a sauce as well. It's going to give us plenty. So if I had extra tomatoes hanging around, you could add them too. Fresh tomatoes. All right. Now there's that. Perfect. And I like this ratio, right? The large, this is a 28-ounce can of tomatoes to 2 pounds of beef, 2 bell peppers, a whole onion. And that is just about the right proportion of everything. Works out well. Like I said, you can add a can of beans. You can add sweet potato to this. Okay, let's get the meat in. As you can see, there's not a lot of fat, so it's all going in. Okay, all right. So the last thing to add are my jalapeno peppers. I'm gonna go pick them literally across the way. Let me show you. Can I switch this around? Yeah. I'm gonna show you my hydroponic garden. So check this out. So this is where I'm gonna get the jalapeno to add to this chili. Here. Hi, Sammy. He likes to be part of it. And I've got some more coming up here, but I'm going to use this one. And when I serve it, I can use my fresh cilantro. There's that. I've got a whole bunch of stuff here. So anyway, thought I would just share that with you and let you see where the jalapeno came from. So you've got a couple of choices here on the jalapeno. Depends on how hot you want your chili. But I always cut it down the long way like this. Now, if you like it hot, just chop this up other than the stem and goes right in. If you do not want it so hot, take a spoon and scoop out these seeds. That's where the heat comes from, especially from the tippity top. Guess what? I like it hot, so it's all going in. So I'm just gonna cut this in strips. I do like it in small pieces though. I don't like to get like a huge bite with that pop of flavor. So I'm going to cut it up really small and let that blend in. And I've already tasted these jalapenos from my hydroponic garden and they're really delicious. They are hot, but they're not as hot as like a habanero or one of those, so not to worry. All right, this goes straight in. And that's all on the ingredients. Now, the first thing I'm going to do when I turn off this video is wash my hands thoroughly because I've just handled that jalapeno. But I am going to blend everything together because, like I said, when things sit in the refrigerator or freezer blended together, the flavors are just like marinating. So that is going to really make a difference in the end product. I didn't add salt. It does need a little. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's see. So I have these little, they look like a barrette, but you can use a twist tie or a rubber band. It doesn't matter, but I try to get most of the air out of this. You see that? Okay. So I'm going to tie that tight. I'm going to put this in the freezer. Remember, if you're using a metal bowl, put a towel in between because the plastic can stick to the metal. But if you have a plastic bowl, no worries. So I'm going to freeze this, but tomorrow I can rescue my bowl out of the freezer because this will be frozen in one nice little shape and it'll go in the crock pot Super easy. So I can cook this anytime I want. In fact, before traveling, it's great to make up a couple of these freezer meals, and I have a bunch of those recipes, and you have a meal ready to go into the crock pot immediately. So I'm gonna get this going. I'm gonna clean off the jalapeno on my hands. I'm gonna get those burgers grilled for later in the week and get this week going. It's all ready. I'm gonna be leading into April, so lots of grilling ahead. I hope you like to grill because that's what I'll be doing. So thanks for hanging out with me while I cook a little bit, and I hope your meal prep is going well today as well. Just send me a message if you have any questions or need any recipes. Always happy to help, so reach out.